Yeah, DJ Ronnie Loko, man. So what's good, man? So
Yo,
let's
G.
talk that elephant in the room, COVID-19. Obviously, what you're a DJ producer. How has that affected the job role?
Afternoon, G. Yeah, it's been interesting. Obviously, man has to give thanks for life,
Yeah,
and
every
obviously, condolences out to people that have lost, nearest and dearest during this time.
Yeah,
But it's all just mad. Like the whole world's come to a standstill. Peace has come to a whole.
Yeah.
Social interaction has gone.
Yeah.
No one knows what's going on for the future. It's very mad, but we have to persevere and go on. And myself as a musician, been affected hugely from performing.
Yeah.
Performances, especially during the summer, where this is the time where I'm making a majority of my P. You feel me? So
Yeah.
festivals, shows, clubs, all of that has been gone.
Yeah.
So I just using this time just to fall back into love with music, just go back and just sit there sourcing and collecting tunes, learning my instruments. I got my bass over there, got my piano here, bought a piano during this time, and just trying to make use of like what can I do right now whilst I was restricted within the four walls. In my studio. Sure. So just trying to keep proactive because things are going to get better, things are improving and getting better. And I just have to stay ready. So when those doors open, ready to go and tackle it again. But it's also been nice as well, where like the whole world has come to a standstill, and I feel like the industry has paused. So it's now opportunity to like play new sounds, and people are willing to come out and hear new music. Well, I hope that they are. But I feel like people are tired of hearing the same old tunes on radio and Spotify. So if they come out to hear, especially this DJ like myself, come and play tunes that they're familiar with but may not have heard the edits or remixes, I think I'll get more of a reaction and be like, okay, well, I actually appreciate you. Whereas pre-corona, it was all busy in the scene. It's just a lot of DJs doing the same thing. And there still are a lot of DJs doing the same thing, but it was hard to break through. Being an individual, being a creative, it's all about your art form, and a lot of it was getting lost in the mix.
Bullshit DJs.
Yeah,
bullshit producers.
It's not even just bullshit DJs and producers. It's more like social media and things that don't matter. Myself as a musician, my job is to create art via music, displaying it in musical forms. But then someone will look at my social media numbers and use that as a base of whether they want to pay me for my work. But because I may not have X amount of followers like the next DJ, next producer, radio presenter, etc., I won't get booked.
But do you think like the scene, like it's a number game? So
I feel like it was a numbers game. It was pre-corona. And obviously everything's come to a standstill now. People aren't doing international shows. Everyone's there in their yard, and people started to utilize social media well. So there were people that had like 20,000 followers, but they're going on IG live and they've only got 20 people following them. Yet they're like, oh, these numbers fake, or do you never really engage with your fans? Where you have other people, few men that I've seen that have consistently been doing streams up until this day, and they're growing their fan base. So it's more likely that when the doors open up for clubs and venues to open up, these DJs that have been active on social media are performing their art, their craft, DJing, producing live shows, production, whatever, they're more likely to get booked.
I get that.
Because I feel like before it was a numbers game.
Because I feel like, say for instance, if you had like Simon Cowell behind you, but you're not even a great artist, people are gonna fuck with you. But like
affiliation.
Affiliation. Like, is it hard to get your music out into the real world and like people to maybe pay for your music? Like,
what do you mean by what do you mean by the real world?
Okay, maybe not the real world, but like, so you produce something and then you put it out onto a platform like Spotify, Apple, iTunes, and then like without the distro to get people to listen to your music, is that a struggle? Like, do you struggle with that, or is that something that's it's easy to bust?
I don't think it's like a struggle. I think in my early days of my career, man was learning the game, learning how everything works.
Yeah.
And the first thing you need to understand is who your target audience is.
Yeah.
So if you've got a fan base of people on the ends, there's 5 of them, and they really feel your music.
Yeah.
Then you got to know how to market to them. You need to make sure when you're putting out that product that you say on Spotify, Apple Music, etc. You need to make sure that when you put it out there, it goes to them. These guys know where to find it.
Like an email list.
You connect to them via social media. It's about engagement, because then, you know, if you're doing a show in the area where these 5 fans are, then they're more inclined to bring their brethren, and then before you know it, you may have 10 people attending your show already.
So what, like growing your fan base, do you see it as more of a quality than quantity?
I think, because
for quality or
quality always, because with quantity you can get lost in the mix of the numbers again.
You
may just be making tracks for other people just for statistics. I mean, there has to be a balance.
Cool.
I feel like before Corona, from my own experience and my own perspective, it looked like a lot of people were getting booked off numbers and activity. And I understand music, everyone has their time and everyone has their lane. But now that everything's shut down, like if you're not here truly for the love of music, you ain't got the energy to be setting up a computer and to be doing live streams for 5 people to be locked in. You know what I'm saying? So like, I feel like a lot of people that aren't really in it for the long haul, not have fallen off, but some people have taken a break, and it's given room for musicians like myself to like really to penetrate through. So I'm looking forward to what's gonna happen post Corona.
Yeah. When you think about collaborations with, like, do you want to collaborate with like people that have got, say, 100K on their Instagram?
No, it's not about the numbers.
Okay.
It's about the numbers, because if you got 100K, you make country music. I mean, I can do like my own sort of edit, but it needs to work on both parties. So I'm more listening to the sound, and if I like you as a person, otherwise I'm not going to be able to express myself if our personalities clash.
Okay.
But yeah, collaborating all day.
Makes
like
sense.
the people around you, doesn't matter about the numbers. More time, when I tell people that I'm a producer, and they always ask me who I've worked with, more time I say to them, you don't know them because they're just friends or people I've just met in the networking circle. Want to come up.
But they're things like quality.
They've got the talent there.
What you're going for. So what, like, have you done any big festivals or any even small festivals, medium festivals that people may know?
It was funny. Someone asked me about this the other day. A guy asked me, have I ever been booed whilst been mixing? And then it takes me back to 6 years ago. So I did a DJ course at Point Blank Music School up in East London, Hackney. Big up to Point Blank, Ben Bristow and Nigel Dex. Just good tutors there, showed me the basics of handling the decks, getting gigs, organising your music, just understanding the craft. And then as soon as I finished that, I had the opportunity to do a gig at what's it called? Ghana Party in the Park. It was held up outside North London. Still. I think is it Brent? No, North Brent Cross. Brent Cross.
I swear that's the next one.
They've been doing it. They've been running it for years. It's all over.
Cool.
But it's held in the field.
You
expect to see probably something between 2,000 to 5,000 attendees. So I had a link to the stage, and bear in mind I've just finished a DJ course. I've only been learning how to mix house. And at this festival, it's family orientated. Ghanaian,
what, like picnics?
Picnics, stools, food.
Okay, cool.
Face painting.
And then you came with the...
No, it's not even that. So do you know what it is? So all it is that they had the artists, R2Bs coming down. So they had a few of the big... I can't remember who else was on the lineup, but then a few guys coming on. So they wanted me to DJ whilst I was doing like a fashion show, showing like Ghanaian attire, clothing that you can purchase from one of the stalls. So I've jumped on the decks right now. I've looked at the crowd, and it's a proper festival setup. Like man's on the stage, I'm at the side, but looking head on, there's just a gate, and then it's just a sea of black faces. Faces, my home pupils, as old and young, but they're all anticipating Afrobeats to come on later. So I've jumped in now and I'm playing some lighthouse, some jumpy stuff. and I'm nervous because I've never played there. At the time, I swear there was about 2,000 people.
Yeah.
And I started running the tunes, and the bass is humping through the speakers. And not one head was bobbing, G. Oh, it happens. I felt it was demoralizing, but luckily, like, God knows what he was doing. I had big up to Harm K. I had a guy that I know, well-known host within the Ghanaian community. He was on the mic with another guy whilst the parade was going on. So he did a little live and I'm like, come on, 1, 2, 3, give him some little energy. But I got a little head nods, but that was pain. Because I just finished this course, I'd invested in this. I'm thinking, I'm ready to tackle the real world. Man got the booking right now.
The homework.
And then I got out, I played it. I was like, bro, I got a lot to learn. But I think that I have to big up myself for them time because man had balls to go on stage and go do something like that fresh out of school.
That was fresh out, innit? So, so from that was like 6 years ago,
6 years. And then from then I've just been learning the craft. The trials and tribulations of DJs, the politics, the P's, the losing the equipment.
It's a culture, isn't it?
You have to live and breathe music.
And you got to know who's who and what's what. So you can get to the next step. So what? So that was 6 years ago. So nowadays, have you had like any bookings where the crowd was going mad and they know who you are and they're like, that's Ronnie Loko. Because I see, obviously, like, let's give them a bit of backdrop. So I've known you for like what? 15 plus.
I feel like it's a 20.
Yeah,
I moved down to these size 2000, so that's what I'm saying. And that's when man started going to New Life.
So that's a bit of backdrop. I've known this guy for 20 years. So
20 years.
Obviously, let's go back though. Let's go back. Right. Let's take them on a journey. So first days, I remember.
You have to tell them how we met. Where? Just at church.
That's what I'm saying. Like, okay. I remember. Going to this place called New Life. Was it New Life Christian Center?
NLCC. NLCC. Remember the acronym.
And I remember going, I thought, boom, my mum's taking me church. So I'm like, it's just going to be because I've been to... I've only been to church with my grandma before this, innit?
Okay.
Church of England.
Oh, yeah.
So where they're singing hymns on some like... you get me? Like we're looking like it's all
angelic.
Synchronized. The organs. It's just all dry. Like I'm not gonna lie, like it's dry. So I didn't know the difference between Pentecostal and like Church of England. I just thought church is church. I go to this church, New Life Christian Center. I just see bare man from ends.
Okay.
I'm just like raw. Like this is like
a link up.
This is a link up, man. This is a link up. I just remember seeing bare bands, so from school, from the road, from the local community. Then obviously bumped into you, boom, boom, boom. That was all like, say, obviously 20 years ago. And then we just clicked from then. We've been boys since.
And
then obviously from there, we've got onto the music thing. You've got onto the music thing. I used to do my bars. I used to spit bars and that. If you didn't know, now you know. I used to spit bars.
All type bigs. BIGGZ.
And then freaking, I remember you said, like, boom, you want to be a DJ, you want to jump on this production. So I'm like, why not? That was 20 years ago. I remember you having, what? You was like, tell them about how when you had the decks. You rang me, you was like, Biggs, we're about to get lit. We're about to bust, blood. Like,
I thought that was it.
Decks. Tell them
thought we had the winning lottery ticket, G. I didn't even know, like, my mum's family friend's husband or boyfriend at the time, like he was a producer. So my mum thought I was interested with the keyboard. She's like, she told this guy, his uncle, like, you know, Ron likes music. So when I used to see him at parties now, I'll go up to him and be like, oh, uncle, what's say Uncle Godfrey.
He's like the cool uncle.
Yeah, I see you wear that a nice little bowler hat or something. He tried to. So I remember, he was like, I was like, I like DJ. And he's like, I have these decks I can bring for you. I was like, what, turntable? He's like, I'll bring it.
Yeah.
Listen, This is 2000, yeah, early 2000. I'm going to say 2001.
Yeah.
My man brought these decks from the 70s, fam. They come in a one-piece suitcase. The belt was mashed up on the turntable, so man couldn't really play. The mixer, the knobs, everything was broken on it. But I phoned Biggs. Obviously, I phoned you as talk a third person. I shouted you. I was like, fam, we made it. You come round. You was like, what the hell is this? I don't think he can even play the size of vinyl that we had. Bro. That's all I remember. They didn't work, and then one time I tried to take them downstairs, and then the lid came off, and it just shattered in front of my eyes. Just it's like drops down the stairs. Each step. I was like, oh, fuck this, man.
Oh, man that's humble beginnings, but
I was pissed because I used to collect vinyl as well, for, like other bridges and stuff. I just needed the decks to play and practice with. But them times there, and the money wasn't even flowing into the family like that. And then the little change I was getting. I was buying gums and credit.
I remember playing on like the one deck at my grandma's. Like,
just
playing on the one deck, just making it work, and then just flipping it into the tape. Flipping it like I'm mixing. Making it just
make it happen. But I think that's one thing about me. Man's always tried to make it happen. Obviously, G, I'll phone. Obviously, being on the phone, you guys don't know. Man will phone Biggs on the house cordless phone. I'll jump with the virtual DJ, and at the computer speakers, I would do a mix, and this guy will write and spit bars. It's like there was anyway. If it was curfew, man went allowed out.
Make it happen.
Have
to like, exercise the energy of like it's a musical rhythmic thing. So like obviously back in the day, man, we had like vinyls. We were going to shops, literally buying the music, hard copy. Like obviously you know about Big Apple.
That's the only one I can remember right now. There's another one at West Croydon, but Big Apple,
Big Apple, big up to Big Apple, man. They had the tunes, the white labels. Like from them days, was you buying records?
Here and there, I couldn't really afford them. Like what my thing was digital. I clocked about these P2P, peer-to-peer servers where like. Start mentioning names. That was calm. Kazaa. What's that one with that gorilla? It was that purple gorilla. Kazaa. But the one I used.
What was that one?
There was that Napster.
Yeah, I wasn't even a techie.
Yes, you were a techie like that. Yeah. But then the one I used, DC++. I just remember being in secondary school. I had access to like servers and libraries where I can get albums. So. You remember from church, I used to download illegally albums, burn them into CD, and then print off the lyrics and then the album artwork is the inlays, put them into a case, and then I used to try and shot them like £1-2 at school, and that's how I make my bread or hustling. So whatever money I would get given to me from my mum and dad for the week. I would take some of it. That would be my lunch and my bus fare money. So long as I have money to get to school, I'll take out that £4, and then the rest of it I'll go and invest it in printing, buying the CDs, and then I'll shot the CDs.
What did you make a P of that?
Yeah, man. So
a
little, fam, I remember your lunch. Bro, I remember even I bought some Air Force. I got a funny story to tell you. So you had these white Air Force Ones, that had the black outline. Don't you remember they're white and they had and I remember you weren't wearing them. Remember you weren't wearing them, and I remember saying to you, "Let me get these off you." You was like, "I'll drop me a score." And in my head, I'm calculating, like, how many? I was like, "No, I need to up the prices of my CDs. How many CDs do I need to sell in order to buy the traders, innit?" I remember that one of my favorite albums, Ludacris, Word of Mouth. I remember printing the CDs, and then I left it on the dining table on my way out to school in the morning. I don't know why that reason, but my dad was leaving after me, so he's still in the house. And then the first tune on the album is called "Coming to America." And there's some profanity in there. Not even profanity, but the word "nigga" gets used.
It was mad. I remember that album. It was like the royal
penis in your highness, king shit.
I got that
So what I'm saying, everyone knows the intro to that one. So I remember I've just come out of the toilet. I've come back now, and my dad's standing there over the CDs, looking at the lyrics. What are you doing? Do you know what this word "nigga" means? I looked. I was like, I was like,
mad.
And then at the time, I think I'd already copped your crepes off of you. So this was like, I was just selling more. So he looked at me now wearing the school uniform. I got the crepes on, and he was just there like, "What are you doing?" And I'm like, "Bro, I'm hustling." I remember telling him, "You don't give me enough bread, so I'm out here selling," and he was vexed.
Like, what was it? Did you have a strict upbringing, like on the come up, or was it like you was allowed? Was music allowed to be played loud with a bit of profanity? Like, how was that?
I had to think. My dad didn't listen to no hip hop or rap. He was into his country.
So what was the music that was played in your house like that?
Yeah, like, so like I just remember we have to go through the days of the week because Monday to Friday, that's my sister and I on an MTV base.
Yeah.
No, we have to go back when it was back to channels 1 to 4. So that's Top of the Pops. And then when the music videos used to come on channel 4, that's all I remember. Yeah. That's when and then obviously the radio. So I used to listen to Bear Pop. I got a lot of
like Aaron Carter and them, man. Brother, I had the WoW CD card.
Man said.
What are you saying? What the pop like? Spice Girls.
Spice Girls are cold.
Yeah.
Spice Girls. They influence.
They got the R&B melodies.
The S Club, Blue.
So down.
Yeah, I've got a lot of. No, my cousins. All my cousins are ladies. So I was getting hit with it's either pop R&B, the elder ones, or pop R&B, Bewitched. I just remember hearing these things. I used to hear things. I'd be like, no, this popular music it's nice. But then my dad, so that's Monday to Friday in the house. But on a Saturday now, it's cleaning day. Yeah. So I'll just be woken up and my dad's bagging out Dolly Parton, Elvis, like on the vinyl, on the country thing, big loud. Then it's like, it's cleaning time. But then, if he wants to go into his dance mode, he would go into the 80s. What's his name? Alexander O'Neill. Shaka Khan.
Oh yeah.
Earth, Wind and Fire. Like he knew all the rhythms. Yeah, proper like. So like I knew that he used to like rhythms, and then on the Sundays, my mum will be banging her gospel native Ghanaian music where you know it's church, everyone's getting ready for church. Same with my pops as well. Used to listen to a bit of like high life. So it's mad. It used to come from everywhere, but then being born here on the ends, it's especially here in London from the 90s, the access to the different varieties of music was plentiful, man. No, plentiful, because we've got American music coming over, like R&B, rap
on the West,
so we
to like maybe Ghana or
so like we could that's how like as soon as I started getting to secondary school, then I discovered grime. I was like, bro, there's an underground culture. It's not just what you hear on the radio.
You say it's garage though.
Garage, It was called garage though, innit?
Yeah.
It was a garage thing, but like there was jungle as well. There's drum and bass.
So what did you think of those genres? Like
what? Like
was you banging that like garage?
Garage was cold.
Yeah,
garage. My man's here on the radio, the EZ. Yeah, played it on Kiss and getting the CDs. Yeah. And then if man wanted to hear anything upbeat, like especially like a remix, it would come in a garage form. Yeah. And I used to be like, right, this is alright. And then we go to secondary school, and every man's got the instrumentals on their phone, and everyone's trying to spit.
So them days on them phones there, the polyphonics. And that's what I'm saying. These kids don't really know about them ways there. When you had to literally
send the tune via infrared.
Bruv, that was when it was high tech. That's when things were like guanin. If you had the infrared or was there anything up? Bluetooth. Bluetooth
came a bit later still, but Bluetooth were infrared.
Tips, innit? Year 10.
Yeah, man.
So what do you think about now? Like, so now we got like the street. So when we was growing up, we listened to what was street music at the time, and all the olders used to be like, that's just some foolishness, man. Like, you get me? Like, turn that off, man. Yeah. You get me? Yeah. Like the D doubles and shit like that. Like, what's he actually saying? Like, they wouldn't get it because the olders, I'm guessing, well, what they said they used to listen to more like the Jay-Z's and you get me? So what do you think about the drill? Because that's what's the streets.
I think drill is a cold genre. I feel like the youth them that are in it proper represents them. It gives like it's a platform for them to really to express themselves. The same way we had grime because we just wanted to express. So we were on the rapping thing like that. So I think the drill thing is good for them. Obviously, it's it paints a narrative on the reality that some of these men are living. So sometimes you see it, and violence and beef and stuff is glorified. And
are you producing any drill? Like,
nah, I'm trying to take like elements of it. Again, I think the beats are wavy. In all honesty, I feel like some of the flows can be a bit samey, repetitive by artists. It sounds a bit monotone, but there are some artists that stick out. Don't ask me to mention any names yet, because I just hear it and be like, okay, this person's got a flow. Right. But I like the production, so like with the basses and stuff, I want to integrate them to my sound right now.
Man, that's hard. So like, obviously we grew up together, seeing the same stuff, like hanging around the same groups. So obviously you know about Lay Them, Spray Them.
Big up Lay Them, Spray Them, LD, SD.
On the production.
Draps, Raina, Nibs.
All the man them there.
Solem.
Hard.
Pure. Bigs. Flu. Fearless, Twister, bare bad. It was a tig. It was a tig. And every man brought something to the table.
I like dynamic.
That's what, man, I think that's what my first experience being within a musical like camp. And then now we've got the label here, Rapture London. Similar thing, few friends.
We'll get into that. We need to tell them about the Rapture.
I thought you just wanted to link up now.
Capture. So what? Lay Them. So when you're there, when we're at that time, for me personally, linking up with Lay Them and going studio, I was like, bro, like we're going studio. Like we're gonna spit into the mic. Hold on.
That's what I'm saying. You gotta tell us. That's what I'm saying. But people don't know. Me and Biggs, when we was recording back in the day, it was a my dad's Acer spare work laptop, and we literally spitting into the microphone on the base of the on the laptop, like mic. Or we had to use a headphone as a mic. And it was put socks over it or whatever. It was mad, the distortion. But it was like by any means necessary. So like when we got the upgrades to Lay Them, and they're inviting us to like studios, and we're walking in and there's a booth. And there's not even a booth, there's an engineer and a mixing desk. And you're seeing all these knobs, you're like, oh shit, I gotta bring my game.
That was bad. So like when we were linking up with Lay Them and that and going studio, how was it like picking out your bars like to spit?
So you didn't even let people know, G.
What do ladies know?
You said I'm a musician. You said I'm a musician, a DJ producer. So once upon a time, man used to write a couple bars. But
they don't know.
No one knows, G. That's what I'm saying. Okay. You obviously know the history, because you said bars right now. People gonna be like, well, they thought I might have been producing the studio.
Alright, cool.
So with the Lay Them thing, what it was is that Draps, big up Draps once again, he's one of my huge influences behind like production. And because he was a brother from the ends, and he's making wavy beats, and he's making his own sound, G-Rage, he was mixing trap with garage, with grime, it was wavy. I used to look up to him and be like, nah, his tunes are cold. And I think I made like 1 or 2 tracks that made it through to Lay Them. But I was around the camp a lot. Obviously, everyone's from the ends and finding motives. So when everyone was just there taking out the phones and spitting bars, it was like, I want to do something. And I didn't have the decks, as you guys know. And the P's weren't there. So I was just producing, but I didn't feel like my productions were on the level that Drax was, as he was the in-house producer. So yeah, man, used to write some bars, but nah.
But how was it? What was it like?
It was intimidating, because I feel like all you lot could spit. Like all you lot can articulate your words. You man can talk sense. I just knew that there had to be a flow to a beat. So I'll just try and write bars to make it match. But then, if you told man to freestyle, game over, because the way my mind works, I'm 4 sentences ahead. So even right now as I'm talking, I will fumble in the sentence I'm on about now, because I'm thinking there.
In the future.
So when man's on the bar and you can't I'll start be like, what do I say next? I'm trying to rhyme, and then people told me that I couldn't freestyle. I don't rhyme, just relax. But I couldn't relax, but because I wanted to get involved with music, but I just thought the mic thing wasn't me. I'm not even gonna lie. Like I thought I had at one point I thought I had like, is it speech impairment or just like speech issues where I wasn't able to correctly deliver what I wanted to say. So when it's done to a beat and it has to be done in time, I felt like I was rushing. Yeah.
I thought that bar you had is that R.E, put fake niggas in the E.R, Rexman's class, par, rolling the ends of the BAR.
Yeah, we hear that. I'm just trying to. I don't want sing. I don't want. Thank you. I don't want sing along, but
yeah. You had
the way I had to write bars. Like, I remember going to studio once and I recorded a tune for Lay Them, but it was like me doing like 64 bar thing. I feel like Jamie and them were doing it back then. Yes, something like that. 32, 60.
Everyone just wanted bars.
Yeah, and I was trying, and it was like, nah, G, like this is not me, man.
I heard that.
Yeah, it's an exclusive. It's in the archives.
Bro, this guy's got the archive as well. Like, I swear down. Sometimes you pull out shit, and I'm just like, bro, that was in 08, blood. How have you still got that?
Because I always, no, you can't lose these things, man. Especially from back then.
Yeah.
Like once the computer shuts down and the hard drive's gone, it's not coming back.
But like, if you was, so say, hypothetically, like, those times are now times, would you be spitting drill? Do you think?
If we were them ages?
Yeah,
that'll be the thing, because what else would we be spitting?
Yeah.
Obviously, there's the UK rapping, like the Afro swing now, so there's other people, other sort of artists coming through from the ends. But yeah, if you want to just jump on the beat and just get gully with it and talk about the ends of the roads, or find music that represents that, you're going to have to go for a drill thing.
Yeah, man.
So big up to them, though. They got their culture. Big up to Lay Them.
Type of drillers.
Yeah,
we got their thing, man. Their thing through the bus.
Yeah.
Let me just check that.
Was it even recording? No, but at least you got the music. These sound boys in the game. I just heard the click.
Yeah, so like, obviously I see you got the piano here, you got the guitar here, you got the mini decks here. What got you, like, how did you learn how to give the people a bit of inspiration? I don't know, like, let them know, how did you get into even learning how to play? Is it hard? Like, what's the difficulty level?
Yeah, so what, when I was around the age of like 6, 7.
Okay.
Yeah. Going back when I was at age 6, 7.
Yeah.
It's all good in the mic here. I can see some fuzziness coming out of this.
It's just that move.
Yeah. Let me just get this to hang over here.
Yeah, fine.
Yeah, so where are we? So you said
6 or 7
years to sit down with my Casio keyboard.
Yeah.
And sit in front of the computer, so in front of the television. And then when music videos used to come on Channel 4, any songs that I like, I'll just try and just play the keys that I can match with my ear.
Yeah.
It's like a little game I'll play. So someone's singing a catchy hook.
Yeah.
And it goes da da da. Then I'll try and find those 3 notes on the keyboard and then play around with the sounds, like the strings, trumpets, brass. You can even add the drums. I was like, right, you can. Okay, this is music. You can play along with it.
Yeah.
And then I was doing that for a little while. I was taking keyboard lessons at school, and then they stopped. I went practicing. Maybe P's was one of the two. I think it was a combination of both. But my parents locked it off.
Yeah.
And then when I hit to about 12, 12, my cousin bussed me on a music production program called Hip Hop EJ. So I think it's called Hip Hop EJ.
Yeah.
2. Remember, he burned it for me on a disc. He said, install this. And I was like, what's this? And he goes, all right, you can, he was into production. And he's saying to him, right, like, you see them ideas you do on the keyboard, you can actually record them and save them and arrange them.
Yeah.
So I must have installed it on the computer. I'm not even going to lie, like, it was a myth. Like, I was looking at it, it was just all technical. And then I did some research and someone showed me about Fruity Loops.
I remember Fruity Loops.
Yeah, I remember Fruity Loops. I opened it up. It was easy to use from the get-go. And yeah, I never had a MIDI keyboard, so I used to use the QWERTY thing. You see this? Well, this is obviously Apple, but man had it on the computer, the big thing. But man used to use this as a keyboard to play notes.
Okay, cool.
So the notes go like C, D, E, F, G. So I had to play all my piano pieces. I remember I did my music GCSE with this.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. I didn't even know about sound. I just had some headphones.
Yeah.
Headphones and heart.
Headphones and heart. That's what you need.
Headphones and heart. And I was just sat there and I used to just, again, I weren't really doing lessons. So like when I was doing things musically, it was mad. Like I was doing things unconventional. I didn't realize I was training my ear.
Yeah. And but I see you got some certificates and that, like.
What? Like
for playing the piano.
Oh yeah. That's nowadays. So what it was is that all them times throughout my childhood, it was self-taught, minimal tuition.
Yeah.
And I said to you, like, heart and dedication, but I was doing things unconventionally. I was playing a piano as you would play with a keyboard. Like, you need to have some sort of dexterity, flexibility with your hands. I didn't know all these techers. I was just trying to make sure I hit that note because I knew that it had to be that note. And then...
so how long does it take you to get to the level you're at now?
So I mean, I went to uni and told my pops I wanted to be a music producer. He locked it off and said, no.
Swear down.
No, in this house, you'll be a doctor.
I was just about to say that.
So that was just frustrating. So he said I could finish my music GCSE, but college, I had to study the sciences and the maths.
Yeah.
And then as I further through my education, my grades just declined and got worse. I was losing interest. Like I was at uni studying biomedical sciences, but I'm there producing when I'm supposed to be having my coursework.
Yeah.
That's what I mean. And my brother had a studio in his yard. He said, go there, he will fall asleep. I'd sit there on Cubase and just try and learn the program. So everything is a lot of self-taught. But when I'd finished uni, I decided that moving forward, if I'm going to do any form of education, it needs to be something that I'm interested in.
Yeah.
So when I come out, that's why I've done the DJ course that I told you about earlier. And then also, after getting work experience within the music industry, I decided that, it'll be good to actually study the piano properly.
Yeah.
So big up to Mrs. Dorothy Dwyer. Big up to Uncle Lloyd Dwyer as well. Big up to the family, them. They're my musical parents, my mentors. And so it's my friends.
It's good to get a mentor.
100%. Someone that's experienced. Yeah, so this is one of my good friends' parents. Yeah. Again, we all met at the same church. And they've heavily invested in me with their time, with advice, prayers, words of encouragement. And yeah, my friend's mother, she did her grade A exams many, many moons ago. She's experienced. Every time I go around to the house, there's a keyboard, there's a digital piano there. And I was curious and I'll jump in front of it. She'd be like, you actually like the instrument? I'll be like, yeah, but I want to learn. And she'll be like, let's do it. So I've been, the past few years, been sitting with her and been taking my grades. I'm on grade 3 at the moment, both theory and practical. And till now, they've all been distinctions.
Oh, that's cool.
So I'm really, really grateful for that. It was just good to be tested on what I thought that I lacked confidence in. You see how you're talking about the MCing when I had bars and stuff?
So
with music,
your pocket.
Yeah, found my lane, But I think with music, it's all about confidence and finding yourself as a person and then displaying that in your artistry. So it's been a journey of like self-discovery.
All right, cool. Let's take it back though.
How about?
To the Brighton uni days.
Jeez.
Because I felt like I went uni and I didn't go uni, blood. I was coming to check this guy. This guy's telling me he's got motives, this, that, and the other. There's parties popping on.
Yeah.
The gal them are here and they're lit. So I'm like, let me take a little trip down to Brighton then. I always remember going there as a youth and it was always fun. So it must be a motive. So tell me about the events, man, because you've been putting on events for a minute, like.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
That was my first foot in the door within the music industry. I feel as an adult. Nah, because I was making beats from 14, 15, but nah, I said as a young adult.
That was like getting into the entertainment industry.
Entertainment industry,
and
clubbing,
like
making a money off of it. Yeah. Actually, yeah. So that was my first introduction to making money from music. Yeah. So at the time in uni, I said to you, I'm studying biomed, and I didn't have any confidence in DJing because I hadn't spent enough time practicing, or nor had access to equipment.
Yeah.
So when we was at uni, me and a couple friends linked up. So what it was, first year, I came into freshers.
There was phone parties, all types of.
Yeah, we'll get to that. We'll get to that. We'll get to that, G. We'll get to that. But first year, but I was a fresher, and then I'm rolling around with the guys in the second year, and one of the guys, big up to Smiles, Wale, big up you. He had his promotional thing down in Brighton called Skank Out. And I remember like they were selling t-shirt, merchandise. Basically, he knew his target audience.
Yeah.
So he was like, listen, I'm going to hold parties in Brighton with my team.
Yeah.
And we're going to target the freshers because they don't know much about Brighton.
Yeah.
We're obviously from the ACS, African and Caribbean Society.
Yeah.
So it's the black community. Yeah. We can target the black people, bring them into parties and areas where they will enjoy the music, the vibe, and also see other people from both universities, Brighton and Sussex.
Yeah.
So I got captured. But they caught me like at the freshers when I was going to the stores, they had their team there. That's when they're like, yeah, who are you? You're Ronnie. Take our number, come chill with us. And these men are from the ends as well. So they're cool. And I'm rolling with them. I'm going to their dances and then I'm drunk at their parties. But then, afterwards, I'll be chilling with them.
Yeah.
And when I'm seeing man count his rent for the month, I'm like, wait, no. This guy has made rent for the month off his bridgings. He's made like a 5 bill of the uni 3-4 at the time. But and I was like, whoa. So when they started I was rolling around them, but then I was still a raver, but then I was like, no, I'm not a consumer like that. I just want to enjoy the party and the vibe.
Yeah.
Don't need to be that fresh guy in the middle of the dance floor, skanking, dancing, just being loud. And then, so when I got to second year, a lot of them went off to do their gap year, placement year. There we go.
And they left you to hold it down.
So the gap, they left. They left it. There was a gap in the market. So I got a few people in my year together. We linked up and then we hosted the parties. And then we called it Skanking at the Seaside. Big up to everyone that attended. The South Coast links up 2008 to 2009.
We saw some old faces there.
Old faces. We were young then as well, not even, I don't think we were even 21 at the time. But the aim was, like, we identified our target audience again was freshers and people that like the R&B, the grime, the funky house. Basically all the music that I like.
Of course.
So, and because I was heavily out raving and discovering music from other DJs and stuff, I was like, rather than get a DJ that's got a massive following on Facebook at the time, quality.
I could spend less. Something you always
quality, and that's why people love the dances. They'll come out. It was down at Honey Club down on the seafront. And you come out 3 and 4 in the morning. You can see France, see the coast. Coming out, you're on the pebble. So it was the experience. So it was the people come down to Brighton. Vibes, they hear tunes, they come out there right by the seaside. Get me? And then moving forward, all our raves had to be themed because it was like, we can't just sell a rave.
You had a couple of themes, like the Valentine's theme and
Lock and Key Party,
that was it,
Masquerade Ball, and then we had the Beachwear Phone Party in True. So that was cool. That was nice.
And then so moving forward, so did you take that what you learned from doing that to setting up
where I'm at right now? Definitely.
So London.
So then after I did 2 years, I took a gap year. I had to retake some modules as well. So I relocated back to Ends. Back down to Croydon. And it was the first time ever in my life I'd taken a break from education, or I wasn't at the stage I should be for my age. So I went straight from primary to secondary school. I went to college. Even second year, I failed one course at my first college, so I had to go take an evening course at another college. So I did 2 colleges in 2 years, just so I can get into uni. And so when I got into uni, I did the first 2 years. It was a 3-year course.
So hard work prevails, man.
Yeah, man. So when I took that gap year, I was like, right, I don't need to study as hard because only a few modules to finish to get into the final year. So I had time to produce. So we made a Facebook page for Black Ice. So Black Ice PR was the name of the promotional company down in Brighton. So
let them know who Black Ice, what that was about.
Though, that's what it was. That was the name of the promotional party that had the parties in Brighton.
That was the label. Like to begin with. It was just a
Black Ice PR. We held Skanking at the Seaside. They locked me down. So that was the team.
Yeah.
And then so we set up a Facebook page for that, so people knew about the events. Where to go, what's happening. But after the last party, it got a bit long. One of the members, there was a bit of falling out within the team. One of the members left. Other one was getting on with life and finishing uni and whatnot. So it's down to me. And then so what I did then is I changed it from Black Ice PR to just Black Ice. And I started to put my productions on the page once I took the gap year. So I used those numbers that we acquired to do promotional parties and raves to then show them I'm actually a producer. So when people was like, "Bro, I didn't even know you did that," because I'd never touched the decks on my own parties. I'll book other guys, friends and family, but I will never DJ perform. Didn't even know how to use the equipment like that.
So and then from there, from the Black Ice, I see you jumped on the you started you was posting stuff on Facebook, and then you went on to that competition. Jump Up.
So you're on the story. So big up to Raphael and like Jay Hill.
Okay, cool.
Another guy from New Life. Come on, so I mean, another guy from church. Our guy. This is my bro. Like, man used to only go to church. I used to only, God forgive me, but Ronnie certain Loko. Sundays I would only turn up to church because I ain't got enough money to send 10p or to give my brother 10p to send a text for me for a ringtone. Wow. So you remember on the 32s, 33s, the 5210s, you can compose the ringtones. So like, man would get these mashup of the garage and grime tunes.
And used to key it in.
Composer. So Raf, Raf used to have the sickest ones from his school. Then I'll get mine from and I have mine, and then I'll link him at church, and it'll be like, fam, and man would just write. I'll look at it and learn how to write it. I knew that. Number 2 in the keypad was I think C, for example. You just had to use your musical brain. It all goes up. So like, man needs to do that with him. So he's always been a musical friend
on your phone. That's what you're saying.
Like I was composing.
Composing on your phone from early as well.
You just reminded me because I think at the time as well, I was using Microsoft Front Page in year 7, and that's a website that's a application to build. To build websites. So I remember I was trying to build like a ringtone website where people can come and buy exclusive ringtones. So I had to write out the composer. I had it set up, but I can't remember what happened. Like trying to buy the domain, but you just brought it back. So I'm saying, so I was always trying to find a way to hustle.
You don't know about that.
At all. You had to go to certain websites and they would charge you like £3.50 to send a ringtone. But then if you just know how to compose it, you can write it yourself. But Raf has always been around, so he's someone that's always been exchanging tunes with me, and he also used the platforms DC++ to download tunes. So he made download certain instrumentals, and I'll have them, and then we'll just like trade and whatnot.
But then what got you onto the jump?
So that basically I was saying, so when I moved back to Ends, me and Raf started to hang. He used to live around the corner from me, so we used to hang out a lot. And obviously I'm producing, and he always loved music, so we were working together. So I said to him, wow, let's jump on this Black Ice thing together. So we was like a production duo, got tunes out with one label, and we got it out to Marcus Nasty on Rinse FM. DJ Target played on One Extra. This is back in 2009. Big up going out to Sinead, that vocal, the tune Around You. And so like we were producing funky house tracks and sending them out to people that I met, DJs that I obviously met from when I was doing the raves. Sending them out on my mailing list, and the people I connected with via Facebook as well through the page.
MySpace.
Yeah, MySpace, no, but that was secondary school times. Cool, that's back when I was Rets. So yeah, it started off as Rets Productions. Then we go to Black Ice, where it's the duos, myself and my brethren.
Yeah.
And then, man, we were just making funky house tunes. And one of my brethren, Mary, she shouted me, and she said that her younger brother's trying to get into music. Obviously, she sees I'm making strides. Can I teach him a thing or two? So she's brought him over to my yard now, and I showed him some production on the keyboard and something a quick light thing. And then when we was taking the break, I just jumped onto Twitter and said either someone reposted it or I was full. I'm gonna say someone reposted it, but Jumper put a tweet out saying that producers come today up to Scala for the
let them know what Jump Off was as well.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
So they said come today for the producer battle, not heats, but trials.
Yeah.
So they wanted producers to come down and produce a track using unheard sounds in front of other people, other producers, in 3 minutes.
Yeah.
And then that's how the competition works. So 2 producers go head to head against each other.
Yeah.
You're giving sounds and you got to make a track there and then. So they may give you an a cappella or a sample, but to make it fair, it's both the same BPM. You both got the same sounds, and it's judged on the crowd, the DJs, the judges. So that day, I remember taking the break. I saw it pop up on Twitter, and then I was like, "Raw, I've never done this before."
Yeah.
And I remember my friend Mary was like, "Yeah, you should go ahead and do it."
So she gave you the little boost,
yeah. Because I felt like for the day, like I helped someone produce.
Yeah.
And I wanted to produce something that day, and I thought, let me go try this.
Yeah.
So I quickly just done some rehearsal after they left. Went up to North. Went up with one other producer as well. Jumped on the thing, and I remember I jumped on, and the trial was actually for the following season. So this is 2012, but these trials were for producers in 2013. All right, boom. So I've gone and done my thing now. Come off the piano, and I remember hearing an ovation come from other producers, and other producers weren't really getting that. And I was like, oh, okay.
Yeah.
And then
they were rating the thing.
Yeah, then within a couple of weeks, I get an email from Jump Off saying, "Oh, we want to bring you forward to this competition, this year's competition, and you're gonna go against the current winner right now, who is the brother of a previous winner from many years ago that that annihilated the thing."
Okay.
So I think he won it for like 2 years. So how it works with Jump Off is you have the producer battle, and then it works
What year was this?
2012.
Okay.
Yeah, and it works on a week on basis.
Okay.
So sorry, winner stays on basis, but it's bi-weekly. And then our finals held towards the later part of the year. So the videos there on YouTube. Listen, I was there with Raph, and we were there in the trenches.
As well. What was the piece saying?
Wait, G, that's what I'm saying.
I want to hear the juice.
Yeah, the juices, yeah. Raph and I put in hours and we're rehearsing. So we will load up sounds, drums, split up into like kick, snare,
and you load
bass.
them as samples.
Yeah, we'll just pick a random sample, put like a lead, so like a piano, a bass, drums, and maybe another sound, strings, and then he would time me 5 minutes, and then we'll try and compose something. So I had different ideas in my head based on what BPM, whatever tempo was given. So I had something to fit more of a hip hop, something to fit more R&B, but it's usually going to fall into them 2 genres. So for that first one, when they said you're coming through, I was like, cool, make sure everything's patterned, make sure we've got the t-shirts, make sure we've got the merchandise being worn. So I had the team there, they're there within the crowd, everyone's wearing the Black Eyes t-shirt for our tracks that we'd released. Then I'm wearing the Black Eyes t-shirt, it says Loko on the back. I was Loko, one half of Black Eyes, J Hill was the other. We jump up, I will go on solo on stage, I wear a hat just to lessen my vision of the crowd around me. There was about
so you zone in
600-700 people in at a time, like smallest, and people are watching you make a tune. That's something this is something that I've been doing in my bedroom for years, about 5-6 years, but I've never taken it public like that. And I didn't know how to DJ at this time as well, so I've never ever actually performed apart from church. Jumping on the keys and trying.
So you say church kind of bust you?
Church bust me 100% because that's why I had to perform. And people are singing there with their emotions and their spirits. So you got to keep the tempo rhythm going.
Come from church, singing in choirs and all of that.
a lot of training of the ear, and someone would jump on the mic. You got to be able to play with them. So I remember touching the little keys here and there. But yeah, when Jump Off, I went up there and we just went to plan. I was like, right, I'm going to make this tune. I knew what key I was going to play it in.
Yeah.
I listened to the sample, the a cappella, and it was I can't remember the name of the artist, but when I hear the tune, I'm like, this is the Jump Off sample. But I used the sample because he was a guy rapping, he's not really in key.
Yeah.
So I was like, right, I can actually work any key I want. So I was like, okay, I'm going to...
Being able to play the piano and having that skill, did that definitely elevate you in making...
Yeah. So for example, how I tackled this one is my first ever time performing in public. I was like, right, to lessen any mistakes, I'm going to make a tune that is going to be in the key of A minor. Okay. A minor is relative to C major. To keep it simple, it's all the white keys on the piano.
Yeah. A lot of people wouldn't know that though still.
I mean, if you've done your music theory, and it's one of the keys that I knew. So for me to do that, it was easy. I was just like, right, when I play the tune, I just got to make sure I hit the white notes. I can't go wrong.
What was that like? Was you like...
I was nervous.
Sweated? Was you like...
Yeah, I was trying to compose it. I was like, let me just put the hat in and just look at the keyboard. And it's like, just go to plan. Go to plan. And the plan was, let me produce a track that... Okay, let's take it back. Because I knew that I was performing and I wasn't performing the final track. It's like being in the studio. And I've been in studio sessions where you're hearing the same part of a track go over and over again. Someone's in the booth recording. You're working on one particular track and you're trying a particular part of a track or instrument and you're trying to get that sound right. So you're playing it over and over again. So I knew that because man only had 5 minutes to...
You had to get it all out.
You get it all out and to also arrange it. I was like, when this tune's being made, I don't want it to play and loop over and over again because everybody's gonna become familiar with the track. So I was like, I'm gonna say record, but listen to the metronome, and then play to that. And then once that loop is done, I tell him stop. I say next sound because in my head, Jay Hill and I, we done our research, we done our homework.
So what was it like when you won? How did you feel?
Well, this is what I'm saying. So that was the first one. I beat the current champion. I was like, this is a thing. So I done the first one because the winner stays on, innit?
Yeah.
So this was May 2012, April, May. And then the next one, 2 weeks later, I lost on some bullshit. Like, Big up to the other producer. I think his name is Beach because of S.
It was a fix.
It wasn't even a fix. I clocked how the thing was set up like... I said to you, the judges are there are external judges. There are 3 of them. Then there's the DJs, and then there's a crowd. And on the 4, except for the crowd, it was a draw, 2 apiece. Yeah, and I came in as the reigning champion. Yeah, after 1 win. And then he had more people in the crowd, and they were spread out more. Like that. So then it was like they gave it to him.
It like that,
he couldn't fix it.
If your crowd is more your people,
if your crowd is obviously going to gas the sound, isn't it? So, and not many people came to that one. So I must have lost right now. And then things went quiet. And then heard from the Jump Off team. One of the ladies contacted me, and they said they were doing the playoffs, and usually they bring in the top. I'm going to say, I think they bring in the top 6 contestants, and then they do like a playoff to get them through to the finals. And then the finals, you can win 5 bags. But then this year, they had to alter it to do the top 8 because they made a league table based on how many games you played. I only played 2, won 1, lost 1. But the ladies were saying, like, fam, you are one of the coldest producers we've seen this year, and it'll be unfair to not have you back within the playoffs. So they altered it just to bring me back. So the way they done it is now, I think I came 7th or 8th, and then I'm playing the guy that came first. So big up to Michelin. Is it Michelin? No, raw. I think his name's out. But now there's another producer that's got the same name. Don't worry.
So how did you?
Go on.
So I'm thinking like, so you won the competition.
No, we haven't even got to that. I'm just getting to that quick.
So how many competitions did you go through to get to the final?
How many stages? Yeah. So I did the first one that I won. The second one where I lost. And then next, is the playoffs in August. So they said to me, the playoff, how it works is you start off in the quarterfinals, you'd have 3 minutes to produce a track. You win that. Later on in the same evening, you're going to play the other winner of the other quarterfinals, and then you guys were playing the semis, and the winners go through to the finals. So I did the 3-minute one. I beat the guy 7-0. There was bare judges annihilated him, but big up to him. And then the next one, big up to Jimmy Inks, my guy now. We had a tight battle with, I think it was something like 3-2, 4-3. So then 2 weeks later, I had to come for the finals to play against King Kevs. Shout out to King Kevs. And that one was cold. The judges there, Mr. Hudson, Ace, Mr. Jam, Benny Scars, who's Dave's management, part management team, Misha B, and I feel like there's one more, someone else.
Misha B,
Misha B. Then the DJs, Charlie Sloth, Manny Norte. So there were names in the building. You know what I mean? And just had to go out there and do my thing. And that one
what did you win off the back of that?
I won 5 bags.
Okay. But I remember linking you, bruv. They were moving a bit. A bit suspect about giving up the P, jump off, sort out your team.
G, off camera and off mic, fam. You know what it is, fam.
Certain man
didn't. I'd rather not speak on the thing. But I won 5 Gs. It didn't come in the way that I expected it to come true, but we got there in the end. Man, I still got respect for everyone. Like, they helped, man, with my career and exposing everything. I just feel like in business, things should be done properly.
It was a bit unethical.
But do you know what it is? Do you know what it is as well? It happens in the industry, and I was young at the time. I was learning about the game, and all I did at the time is I sought legal advice. I got into trouble, didn't take it to the roads and get all sticky. I sought legal advice, and as I said to you guys, we got my P's in the end at the end of it, innit? So,
and no one got hurt. That's how to do business, man. That's the best way to do business.
Man. You got any issues, you have legal advice. Yeah, man. You got everything contractual, everything written down. Everyone knows where they stand.
Don't risk your freedom for money, people, man.
It's never that. It's never that. But so then, man, that's the producer battle. And then, so how that ties in right now. So it's like I've been doing the Funky House releases and sending them out and getting some following from DJs not only within the UK but people. There was a guy called Mikey D based out in Beijing, and a few DJs coming from like America, Las Palmas, Tenerife. Big out to Carlos Woodhands. People from Africa that were messaging me for beats. And then I've gone and done this hip hop producer battle. And showed this other side to me. Then I've come out of it now. And I've still got the Funky House there, and like people are listening to me. But when there's one DJ, White Coat, he invited man to his radio show, Deja Vu, and he wanted to do an interview with us, me and Raf, about Black Ice, about our tunes. We had a conversation, nice on air like this, and then he was like, now we're gonna get Black Ice into the mix. But remember, I said to you, like Raf and I, we were only learning we didn't know how to mix. And how the team was set up between us two is I was on the production and he was more on the DJing side of things. So he had the decks at his yard, I had the production stuff at mine. So whenever we went to each other's, we'd like rehearse on the other person's equipment. And so when we come out now, he wasn't familiar with the standard setup which was there for clubs and radio at the time, Pioneer 1000s. We had the cool Newmark thing. So when we was on air, and then this presenter said, we're going to get us into a mix. Like, we had our tunes on CD, but I thought he was just going to play them. And he was like, nah, you got to mix them. And I said, we didn't have to use them. So we turned up, this is all off my,
pressure.
A lot of pressure, fam. So I said, we don't have to use a deck. So he just jumped on and mixed our tunes. Obviously, he didn't know the drops of certain exclusives, so it was a bit mad. And I remember jumping in the whip afterwards with Raf, and I said to him, I was like, my G, that is one of the moistest things that's ever happened. Man's had a chance to go into radio and someone else has to perform our tunes because I don't have to use the decks. Like, this is dead. This is never happening.
You know, when I knew you was a guy, when I knew you was a DJ, when I knew
K2K.
you had the thing guarded. K2K.
Okay, we get onto that. We get into that. Blood. So basically, after this Deja Vu incidents with White Coat, big up to him because I did not know how to use a deck. Afterwards, man started to rehearse, and then that's when I got some money together. Man invested and got the got into the DJ course at Point Blank. So then after Point Blank now, man's in the real world trying to find, I said the word man's bare, innit? I feel comfortable. Obviously I'm in the real world right now, and real DJ world, they're trying to make the links and connect. And there was a community-led radio station up in Kensal Rise. I think it's called Kensal Rise to Kilburn. So it's K to K. Kilburn to Kensal Rise, there's a lady there called Gemma. She hooked me up with a show, and she said, come down. And I asked her about equipment, and she goes, we got some CDJs there, but they're a bit iffy. And then obviously Biggs, me, you, and remember Cedric? Big up Cedric, man. He moved out to Bristol. He's all...
doing the family life, innit?
Well, man, I used to work with him at Warner. I used to work for Warner Music to get some music experience. And during them times is when I was studying how to DJ. So after work, me and Cedric...
How did you get that gig?
I just applied.
Mouth thing.
I did a internship. I did an internship with Plan B's father, actually. He had a record label set up here, got some experience, and made some good friends and links from there.
Tell them what the decks look like.
So Gemma's invited us up to Kensal Rise, and then we've got there, and I looked at these decks, some Denons, and they were just tired. No. Sorry, there's 2 occasions that I went there. The Denons came the second time. So what it was, we were told that the Denons were going to be there, so basically I could mix with CDs on a CDJ. And when we got there, for some reason they weren't there, and they showed to us one of them CD racks. So it's in the racks, it's slotted in. The thing is,
bro, all I know, this thing had no buttons.
It had
a shelf. It was like you were mixing from round the corner. The room was like a box. And then obviously you was like, boom, Biggs touched the mic. You said was going back to back. But it was like, raw. How did you just do that? And you was mixing on a good level.
We had to. All I remember is that the CDJ was in a rack, and it was on the other side of the room, but the mix was on the other side. So man had to load the tune, get it in time, then walk a couple steps to the mixer, bring it in time, but then reach over and do any adjustments. That was like madness. I got the set recorded, and you was on a mic. That was a vibe. Because when you said when man held it down, that's where man learned.
Well, boy, let me just say this, boy. When I linked you and you had that tattoo with the musical notes, that's when I was like, nah, he's taking music seriously. That's like, this guy is like certified into music, because
gonna put it in the body.
Where did you even get that? Where was that? Holiday?
No, I can't do holiday tattoo thing. That's all risky, G. No, that's here at the ends. 10 years ago. 2010, just before Miami. See, 21, I could get a little tattoo, little club.
So you knew your destiny, like you knew music was the thing for you, and that's how you was gonna.
But I went against it. Or allowed other people to influence me. Pick up their parents, you know.
Of course. They always mean well, innit?
They mean well, but like it's something that I've always tried to do, and whenever I try to move away from it, I end up getting just pulled in deeper and deeper.
Yeah. Big shout out to the parents and the families. So you got the Liverpool scarf, man. What's going on, man?
So obviously 30 years, man's waiting for this. We're champions today!
What you say? That's your team, yeah?
That's the thing. Is it up?
Liverpool.
We got the team, them. To support Liverpool, you have to be a man of patience. Man or woman of patience.
I'm not into football, but...
No, trust, the last time they won it, I weren't even born.
So
it's just been my dad just gassing me like, they were the sick team. I'm like, but I ain't seen it. So today is a good day. And it's a bit cold.
Hold tight, Liverpool. Hold tight, Liverpool. So your name, that's what I was going to say. So Ronnie Loko.
You're asking me, did you not give me the name Loko? How you asking me?
That?
Of course I remember.
I was checking if you remember that.
Come on, man.
I was checking if you remember that.
Come on, ask me silly.
But this is the first time we're talking about stuff.
Yeah, but listen.
This is the first time we're talking about stuff from old school. Sometimes you just think,
it's just day to day. No. Because when people ask me where does Loko come from?
Oh, say that.
So, yeah, my surname is
Amoko, isn't it?
Amwako.
Yeah.
But a couple people over here failed to pronounce it correctly.
Yeah.
And they pronounce it as Amoko. Then I allowed that to slide for a while. But big up to my pops because he never allowed that to happen. Someone called him Mr. Amoko, he'd be like, he's not here. Mr. Amwako is say my name properly. Because certain people from Eastern Europe with some mad surnames get their names pronounced correctly. So I don't understand why it's different for us. But I allowed that to run for a little while. And obviously you just heard Amoko and just ran to a Loko.
Yeah, you never corrected me still.
No, but the thing is I only started to correct myself once I had my son. And he's continued with the surname. And I was like, listen, your surname is Amwako. Don't let any people tell you different. My dad never told me. I just used to watch him react like that. But I didn't know how to take the stance. I feel like if you know how your surname should be pronounced, I feel you should be you're more likely to be in tune with where you're from. And I feel like I had like a great disconnect with Ghana. I spent a lot of time here as opposed to there. But
get the name right.
But it's Amoko, so obviously run with it, Amoko Loko, and it's a derivative of the name.
I was just like Loko. Loko.
And this is Rets days, I think.
Yeah, of course. So let's correlate that with the Spanish though, man. I know I know it's like crazy out there. What's going on, man? I see you doing like collaborations with Papa Lucas.
Papa Lucas, yeah.
What's that saying?
So big up going to Carlos, Woodhands, Berto out there. Yeah, that man there discovered me whilst I was doing the funkier stuff about 10 years ago.
Oh, word, you know the that long?
Yeah, Carlos Woodhands, he just used to look for UK funky.
Yeah.
So I remember him messaging me on Facebook. He's like, I have a DJ, can you send me these tunes? I like your music. And then 5 years ago, Sonar, I went out to Barca for my birthday with my boy Buddha. Big up to Buddha, Fat Woods up in Leicester.
Big shout out to Woods.
Yeah, each and every time. And we went out to Barca and Woodhands had a set out there as well because he was representing Tenerife for Spain as one of their home acts. So they flew him in from Las Palmas to Tenerife and he told me. And then I just, because I didn't want to gram and I told him, I saw him post that he was performing there and I was like, oh shit, I'm going to be there. And linked up with him. And then that was June. And then that September, I told him, I was like, I'm going to come to your island and mix. He patterned everything, played there, went off to Tenerife, had a set, had to catch the ferry, come back. And then been there consistently.
Like a tour, like on road, just, you know what I'm saying? And then what was the reception like when you got there? Was it nice?
It was lovely. It was rewarding. Like the people, they appreciate the music. And back then it was mainly house music I was still playing. And over there they got their baila funk, not baila funk, but they've got their own baila beats, break beats and stuff. So to come with a UK sound, they used to call it the bass, UK bass.
Oh, what?
Bass, music at the bass.
What the bass mean?
Bass.
Okay, cool.
Like that is an El Basso.
What's the party scene like over there? Because I've never been to Tenerife.
Well, I stay in the north. So when I've gone there, I stay in the north. So I'm there with the locals. So it's not wild. They're open to music. They love a drink. But we all love a drink. But them not love a juice, man. But
compared to like going out in London.
Nah, but in London, people in London don't want to. I feel like they don't want to party. They just want to
get drunk.
They want to get drunk. That's what I'm saying. Over there, they will love a drink, but they will dance.
Yeah.
The energy's there. You're hearing the crowd responses.
And partying.
Yeah, so man. It's a real fiesta. Yeah.
It's a real fiesta. Yeah.
But so been there consistently. Over the past 5 years? Like I think it was only 1 year I missed. But been out there consistently, just staying in touch with the fan base.
Yeah.
Like I know my target audience over there now.
Yeah.
We should be doing some events over there shortly.
Yeah, man.
Post Corona.
Post-corona,
post-COVID, post-lockdown,
But I've seen you, like, obviously I've been there, and I've seen you doing it. Like, you've been keeping busy during the corona. You're doing the shot o'clock. Tell them about the shot o'clock. Man.
Shot o'clock, man. This shot o'clock ain't a thing, man. It's the Loko effect. It's the Loko effect.
Yeah.
So that's been the podcast I've been running for like a year and a half, but I actually stopped it towards the end of last year.
What, you call it a podcast?
Huh?
I thought, what do you mean?
It was a podcast.
Like mixing.
Yeah. Excuse me. Yeah, so it's a podcast that shows a mix. So
okay,
like
so a podcast could be.
It's just music, yeah. Well. Then yeah.
Okay, cool.
But I've taken it down for a while. We're just doing some restructuring. They're gonna come back up, and hopefully, it should be soon. I'll be hosting on the mic whilst the thing's going on. So yeah, just working a new format of that, and then so during this Corona period, held a 12-hour set.
Yeah.
Just wanted to do a 12-hour set. I haven't played that for a while. And then, how we celebrated.
It's lengthy, man.
Yeah.
Your genres, your whole catalogue must be lengthy.
Yeah, it's grown. As I said to you, during this Corona time, I've fallen back into love with music.
Yeah.
Fallen back into love with life and finding the rhythm. So, every hour from 12 p.m. up until 12 a.m., we took a shot.
And every hour.
I feel we should do it now. Just a shot.
Shot of
alcoholic, non-alcoholic.
Where's your drink? I remember that. Even like, even if it's water,
anything. I was drinking mainly water.
Yeah.
What were you drinking? Why were you drinking?
Yeah.
I wasn't drinking.
I wasn't on it.
But it was a drink to celebrate, a toast to good life, health and wealth. Just to get people just involved, because obviously we've all been confined to our yards.
Yeah,
and it's just on the phone and the internet. It's like have to do the cheers through the phone.
Yeah,
through the screen. It's a bit mad, but anticipate what this new reality is going to be moving forward, especially for this entertainment industry. Because I have plans of like performing and traveling around the world and showcasing my music and sharing the experiences, teaching, learning, collaborating, and I just don't want this thing to prevent my movements, you know.
Of course, no, man. I don't think it will. If anything, I think it will enhance them.
Yeah, the gaps open now.
You've just been going hard, perfecting the craft. I think it is important, man. You got to do your homework as well as the work after. Yeah, man. But nah, but wait, hold on a minute, man. You got a whole haircut while you was DJing. I haven't seen that before, man. You got a haircut whilst DJing, and it's documented. You can check that out.
Check that out on the youtube.com/Ronnie Loko music.
All the links will be in the description.
Yeah. Click. Well, you do that thing, click here, click there, click here.
All of that, man. Wait, you got a trim though, man? Like,
my bridging, do you know what it is?
How did that get patterned up?
Again, I think it's just the authenticity of like how I pick tunes and how I mix, because my friend who's a PT is also a barber part-time, or as it were, extra P's on the side, another stream, income stream. So he's always been loving the mixes. When I send them out to him, he send me a video. It's like, I'm using it in the gym. I love it. Rare. So when he saw I'm putting out a 12-hour mix, he was like, G, the least I can do is make you look good so you can play the tunes that I like.
Yeah.
And then, we ran a bit ahead or ran a bit behind schedule. So we had to start a bit later. And the plan was to get the little shape up before the team. And I said to...
so you wasn't meant to be in the video?
No, it weren't planned. It weren't planned. It was just a thing. It was like, listen, we need to get the cameras rolling right now. I think we had 11 and a half hours to go.
Yeah.
I was like, hit record. I was like, fam, give me the trim and I'll just run the tunes.
Just run it.
Come on, man. As you said, from K2K radio now. I know how to keep the music running.
So what? Shot o'clock's not going into the post-corona. I think that was a vibe, man. Yeah. Yeah. What is that, under the Rapture label, or is that? Let's just get it out there. Let's go. Yeah. Yeah, yeah, of course. Yeah, yeah. Mm-hmm. Would you say that's your longevity aim to focus on production? Because I know that DJing has a bit of a time span on it. It can be a bit short lived, man. What, 50 years old? You want to be staying out till 3 a.m.? Okay. Okay, if you're at a certain. I get that, I hear that. Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. Coming, yeah. Mm, mm. Okay. Mm-hmm. Okay. Got you, got you, got you. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Mm. Got you, got you, got you. Yeah. And it's totally different. Yeah, yeah, yeah. 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 I'm trying to sync it in it, like make sure it's all one page. Okay. Oh, that's the thing now. Okay. Okay. Trap house. Is there any trap? Is that a thing anywhere? Yeah. Okay. So I remember when we was like brainstorming a few like titles, and I was like, what did I say? Bouncy house or something? Bounce, but trap house. Yeah, 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 yeah. Of course, of course, of course. It's, mm, yeah, 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 yeah. So you've been on the circuit, man, and play with it. Yeah, 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 yeah. That's what I'm saying. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Do you think? Do you think like nowadays is there a lot of people that are making their name from their bedroom? Do you think it's vital that you go outside into the real world and get on the circuit and actually like experience life? Yeah, yeah. But or yeah. But do you think like when you listen to someone's tune, can you tell if there's someone that is just like harshly introverted, extremely introverted, and they haven't been out, or
Nah,
you can't really tell?
Nah, man. Because I think like some of the best musicians of the world are probably some of the most
In
like
their own world.
introverted and quiet.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. True.
Yeah, I don't think. I think with music, it's just you get a point of expression for someone at a particular point.
Yeah.
But let's say that again. You get an expression from the artist at a particular point in their life. So it's based on how they're feeling at that moment.
So if they are introvert, then that will just show someone can relate somewhere.
Yeah. That's it. So you get what's given at them terms.
Yeah.
So with me, with my production, some of my most known tunes are the ones I made on a quick win. Just a quick thing. I was just trying to put some things together.
That's crazy how that works, man.
Yeah, and it's always the ones that I put the mad hours into that may take me years to make. Yeah. They're the ones that get that little to no recognition. And I'm so hurt. I'm like, what? But then I realized, stop putting so much pressure on the music. Just be expression, be creative, be free, let go. And when I've let go is when the opportunity, the doors have opened. So I realized, okay, don't see it as a job. Just see it as what you're getting, what you're good at doing, and people want to pay you for it. So just continue being yourself. So you can't really tell from what someone says. From someone's production. Yeah.
If you synchronize, if you relate, you relate. If you don't, you don't.
Yeah, because Kanye for you. He speaks on a track.
He seems like he is, to be honest. The things he comes out with, man, he can't be. He's only talking to himself.
Yeah, it's only.
And then he comes out in the real world, and it's just like slavery was a choice.
Yeah.
What did you think of that? Because obviously you got this Black Lives Matter thing right now. It's all crazy right now.
He said this what? This is like 2 years ago.
Yeah. But what do you think about him saying that? Like?
I feel like it's unfair to speak on the thoughts of our early ancestors, that were around during the time of slavery and asked for, and say what they were thinking at the time. Yeah, they probably all thought,
true.
Yeah, if I had the choice, I wouldn't be here right now, but where can I go?
Yeah.
I run out the fields, my man is shooting me in the head. Or he's going to just kill one of my kids.
Where is home after? Because if someone burns down your home and then takes you to this new place, so-called home,
by the time you get to the next day, someone's going to catch you and be like, caught me another one.
It's not like you could go back to anywhere and be like, oh, okay, I've run into this place, I'm safe now.
Just jump on the boat and let me just go back to Ghana for a hot minute and come back. You can't do a run like that. So, I don't think it's fair to say that.
Yeah, that was mad. And Black Lives Matter, you've been at the protests or anything? Or?
I haven't been at any protests.
Nah.
Staying distant, staying at home with the family, doing social bubbles with the friends.
Yeah, man.
Trying to stay fit and active. I mean, I think it's good. I think it's good for the community, that awareness coming towards Black individuals.
Yeah.
Like, everybody has their way of making their voice heard. With me, I just want to focus on being a creative.
Yeah.
Spreading my message via the music. Other people need to go out and get their voice and faces heard on the streets. Other people are investing back into the community, into businesses. Other people are there in politics. Like, everyone's fighting their battle. I just feel like, again, stay true to yourself. Believe in yourself, and we've all got this.
Yeah, that's nice words of inspiration. And I see you expressing yourself through the song that you just come up with the Michael Jackson vocals. They don't know. You done the video yesterday, right?
Yeah, yesterday night, innit? Yeah.
Last night, innit?
Yeah.
On the rooftop with the skyline.
Don't talk too much. Don't talk too much.
Okay.
Let the people know. You have to go to IG.
Yeah. So it's
Ronnie
a scene,
Loko with the underscore at the end. It's there, down there in the bottom.
It's a scene.
Yeah. But I went into IGTV. I went into IG Live.
Yeah.
Last week, and I was just playing random acapellas I've got on my hard drive from like the 90s and noughties, and asking people for their requests. And big up to Rahama and her daughter Zalia, and her daughter 9 years old.
Wait, is the 90s the 2000s?
90s to 2000s. No, 90s.
The 90s is the 90s. I mean, the noughties is the 90s.
The 90s are the 90s. The noughties are the 2000s. Did I say
cool,
2000s?
Cool. No, you got it right. Cool.
The noughties then. The 90s and the noughties.
Yeah. You got it right.
Yeah, so she requested, when I said 90s, Talia requested MJ, so I was looking through. I see that They Don't Know acapella. They don't know, they don't care about us acapella. and it fits in perfectly with the times we're going on right now. Start playing some chords around it. Then my next boy called me. We are going to Wags. He shouted me, he was like,
Wags.
I'll tell Wags.
Reckless Wags. What's good, bro? Hey,
cuz,
let's talk about Carnival.
Wait, we'll get to it.
That's the only reason I'm saying it. No, big up Wags, man. Wags is my guy still.
Hey.
Hold tight, Wags, man. That's the only reason I say Reckless Wags. But go ahead.
What am I saying? What are we talking about?
The day they care about us.
That's it. They care about us. Capella, Wags called me. It was like, you need to make a tune out of it. And a couple months ago, I feel like it's in May. It is in May. I did my first ever production video for Faith Evans, Love Like This.
Mm-hmm.
So I just wanted to do just a quick minute video showing like the production process, just having some fun with the camera and editing. I always wanted to make one of these. Got some good feedback from people asking for the sequel. So this one here, They Don't Care About Us. It's gonna be out Monday. Trying to bring up the calendar.
You let them know, man.
The 29th, Monday, the 29th of June, will be out on IGTV and YouTube. And then on the Friday, the 3rd of July, Friday the 3rd of July, the full track will be out on Bandcamp, out there for Bandcamp Friday. Go out there, support the team. There's other remixes there you can download. But it's just sort of strategy, planning, having fun, being creative.
Yeah.
Expressing.
Alright, cool, man. Let's wrap it up right there then, man. Like, is there anything that you want to plug? Let them know your social medias, who you are, where you're at, where they can find you, the platforms.
Cool. So it's Ronnie Loko across all socials. RONNIELOKO. As Big said, it's going to be down in the description. IG, Instagram, it's got Ronnie Loko _ the end. Twitter, SoundCloud, Mixcloud, Facebook.
All of that.
It's all there. Spotify, Apple Music.
I see your things are quite patterned still.
Everything's patterned. Everything's patterned. Trust me, we've gone through the experience.
Has got the Liverpool scarf on pattern.
Yeah, come on, you Reds. Hey, come on. Yes, boys. 30 years.
No, thanks for talking with the Big Talk podcast.
Yeah. Yeah, G, love.
Until next time, man.
Yes.